welcome back to our channel. And in this video we will be discovering the new feature that we have installed, that is Discovery. But before that I just want to show you something. Basically your dashboard pretty much looks like this. That is 8 resources have been installed, 4 services, and in that 4 services we have not yet used the Watson Discovery service. So that service we are going to use in this video. But first of all, before starting the Discovery service, I just want to show you something. So this GitHub repository is very important for this video. So I have added some of the new features that we are going to use in this video. So suppose this is the PDF. So I have added this PDF that we have to use in this Discovery service that we are going to use. So you can also download this PDF from here, and as you can see, this is the PDF of basic thermostat operations. That's basically, I am a mechanical engineer, so this is what I got by searching all of them. How we are going to use that PDF in the Discovery service, you will get to know in the very short period of time. So let's start this Discovery service. Just go to the resource list and then go to services. So here in the services column, just click on the Discovery that we have installed it in the very first or second video. So just click on that service. Make sure that the service is active. If you have an inactive account for more than 2 weeks or something, then your account gets freeze and you may face some problems. We will just launch this Discovery, that is Watson Discovery, by clicking on this button. So let's go to the web page that is opened. So it will take some time in the starting, so let's just be patient enough to wait. So just close all the information available tabs and we will start straight through our project. Here you can see there is upload your own data or connect our data source, create COVID-19 kit and all. I will just explain what are these tabs, right? So this is just an files and then skills that is available in the assistant, right? So we are going to upload here data. So here it is data scheme and build queries and all that. You know what are queries, right? So set up with current plan or something like here we are going to upload that file, right? So I have put that file in the GitHub, so you can easily download it, and just you have to set up here, and we are going to give a name for collection. So just give it a name. I have given user data as a name and let the language be English only. Then hit the create button. So basically we are creating a set of data from which our Watson assistant could understand what's the question is actually. So here you can see there are multiple languages available. So basically it's a collection of data. So just put it on next, and here you can see the main screen of our data, that is overview. This is the basic overview of Watson Discovery. So we will just select the documents which we are going to upload. That is, you have to download that document from GitHub, or you can implement the your own data and convert it into PDF. It usually accepts PDF, Word and all type of data. You just have to upload that data, so it will process your data. So basically what data we are going to import? So the data is basically a thermostat guide from which the Watson assistant will search for questions we will ask for the chatbot, and the chatbot will answer. So this is the basic overview of when you install the data, that is let it all 100% active. So this is data. So this is basically a thermostat guide. So you can add your own grocery store guide. That means which product, if for example sugar, what is sugar, how is the price of sugar, and something like that. So I have not got that much time to create one, so I have created what I have got. So the data does not matter that much, only what steps we are going to do that matters, right? So we will just get started. So if Discovery crashes or anything, then you just have to restart your Discovery and it will work very fine. So if you have an unstable internet connection, it may give some problems. Just go to Watson Assistant, and here is the skill we have created, that is customer care bot. So we are just going to add some answers to the question that user will ask for our bot, right? So we will just go to the bot once, and let me show you how it looks. So just go to dialogues. So, this is basically the bot we have created, right? So it is not an AI bot for now, but we are going to add some AI functionalities to it. So we will implement through Watson Discovery. So let's get back to Watson Discovery page. Here is the search settings, that is, you can configure options to improve the precision of search result. So you will get to understand what this exactly means at the end of the video. As you may be familiar that synonyms and stop words, that means we have uploaded it on assistant for creating intents and entities, right? So the message, so this is errors and warnings, so just leave it for now. This is not much any fatal error or anything like that. You can also upload a set of synonyms for your questions or stop words when your bot will stop working and the real customer care executive will start working with the user, right? So this is for that purpose. So, now we will get started to what we are going to implement, right? So just come here to overview again. So make sure that this is 100% positive. This doesn't matter in the future, right? So don't worry about that. So just go on build queries. This is not actually a thing which we are going to implement. I'm just going to show you what are these queries and how to search for them. So basically this is search for a document. So for example, I will just write here. So I will just write a sentence, random sentence to generate the answer, right? So I will just write down how to turn on heater. That means we are using obviously thermostat. So this is the first question user we can ask our bot, right? So these are the passages from our PDF, right, which we have uploaded, and the answers are there. So there are total three paragraphs for which our bot found that this may be relevant to the answer. So this is a bit complex, right? But because user will accept obviously only a single answer, not this much of 2 to 3 passages. So we will give the user a specific answer for that. So what are the steps? That is, steps are shown in the second or third passage, right? So we will just go into the JSON file that is available. These are the three passages from where our Watson Discovery is searching the results. So instead of these three, we will give the user only one passage that is relevant to the answer. So just go on the more options tab that you can see. You can discover many more options in this. So we have to implement that, how to display a single answer for this query. So here is the in the more options, the number of passages are 5, that is limit is 5. Make sure that it is 6. We can also increase it, but we only need the one answer from the user. So this is how you can get a single passage for your answer. So this was just a demo of how Discovery works. So actually we are going to implement here. So just go to the user data tab that I have created for the PDF document that I have uploaded previously, and click on the configure data that is available on the right hand side at the top. So this is our data. This is the data we are going to work on and make our assistant better. So these are the fields, that is, once Discovery is accurate predicting the text fields, so it will display this text field. These are the images that are displayed, that are embarked, right? These are the types of label that are available in any PDF, that is footer, header, question, subtitle, image or title, and anything like that. So this we are just going to use footer, subtitle and title, right? Only because some of them are paid. Just drag a footer. So first we are going to add a footer to our page, and then we are going to add subtitle and then title to our Discovery, that is this document, right? So this is a pretty much big document. So just select this, just I am showing is all the text, right? So just select all of them as text, and after selecting the text, this will appear something like this as I have shown on the screen. Just make it single page to view how your document is selected on the basis of text and footer. So basically in the future, in coming 2-3 minutes, I am going to remove footer also because it is of no use to us. We are just going to add a subtitle to this. So basically subtitles are the questions that user may ask, and the text is the answer for which our bot will answer, what you have to do is when you create your own PDF, then make sure that you have a similar type of layout for your document, right? So you may easily select that one. You have to do these steps for almost 5 to 6 documents, and you don't need to do these steps for all the documents, as Watson will automatically do it for you. So here you can see the text is already selected, and we have to only select subtitles for this, and in the next coming documents, the Watson also senses that this is the subtitle, and it will automatically select. So as you can see, the page is looking fine, all the items are selected. So you have to just submit this page, and then you have to go to the 4th page of the documents, and I will just go on this next page. Make sure that you selected them properly, as I have mentioned it. It has changed that the two that is showing that are images, but as you can see on the labels, images is for it is showing the upgrade option. That means we have to upgrade our plan to sense the images also. So we don't need that at this moment, as we have selected only text and subtitles. So we are just going to select that only, and then click on submit, and do this for coming 5 to 6 pages you will see in this document. So do this for all, and make sure that afterwards it is correct for 1 to 2 pages at least. So in the previous page, all was done by the Watson only. So this you can see here, it is all selected, but images are also selected. As images fall into a premium plan, we will just cut that out, that part, and make sure you submit the page. And you will do this step for the previous ones also, that images have been selected. So we will just remove these images from this also. Implementing a chatbot, you don't need a image for detection, right? So this is just for various implementations of the discovery, right? So you just need to submit this page and do. So as you can see in the next page also, it has selected images. So this is a container system, right? So I will tell you one small trick that will ease you in these steps, that will only select text and subtitles only in your project. So I will just show you that. So as you can see, for the next pages, it has been automatically detected by the Watson Discovery. This is the reason why you have to maintain the same layout for your PDF document in a flow, right? So it becomes easy for the Watson to discover. I will show you how to skip the images part without doing it. So you just have to go into the manage field option that is available. So just turn it off, all the items that we are not going to use. Only turn it on that only option that you're going to use, that is the subtitle and text. So I will just turn it off, all the items that we are not going to use. So and it look fine, and I have also turned it off the subtitles. So make sure that these two are on. And now our document pretty much ready for using with our assistant, right? So we have to just it will automatically save the changes, and we just go to identify fields. This is not a very much effective feature we are going to use in chatbot, but this is for your understanding for how AI works and how to apply it, right? So this is for the video is for that purpose only. If you are not interested in how to develop AI and you are sufficient of features which we have implemented in the previous video, you can surely skip this video and go into the next video, that is the final video, how to deploy your chatbot actually on the IBM cloud. This is pretty much ready, so you can also split your documents into sections based on the fields, right? So we are going to split this our document, so I will just show you how to do that. So you have to select a field, that is we are going to select field as subtitle, right? So subtitle is the main query we have to search. After selecting, you don't need to hit the save button or anything. It will automatically be implemented in your cloud, right? So just you have to apply changes here at the top right corner, and here you have to upload the document once again that we you have downloaded from GitHub, right? So just upload that document once again and it will be fine, right? So just upload once again. So you can create a document for what thing you are implementing chatbot. That is, if you are implementing from for a grocery store, you can also use the questions that may ask in the grocery store, right? So you will make a document for that and convert it into PDF, or if it will accept Word or any documents also. As you can see, there are 114 documents that are uploaded. Ignore the error and warning for now. You will get familiar to that. So we will just add some features to our customer care bot that we have created previously. So make sure that the documents will be more than 100, or the numbers may vary. So 54% positive, and leave that for all for now. So we will just add a node. We will give the node name as product, and the product FAQ is right. So we have given a name. So if the assistant, let it be as it is as shown, and just we have to make some changes here, right? So just with this tab we will create one intent for customer frequently asked questions, right? So we will just create one intent. We will give it a name of the intent that we have learned how to create intents entities in the previous video. So if you have not watched these, the link will be in description below, so you can watch it. I have created one intent that is product FAQs, and this in this I will write one example that how do I turn on a heater or anything, the questions like this. So you can also ask the any question like which the answer is mentioned in the PDF document, access settings, and I will just add some a few examples to this. So you can add your own examples. So how to set timer and all, thermostat also as a timer. So I have just created 3 examples for now, so you can create many more examples for this. So this is sufficient for now. So we will just go head back to our dialog, right? So in the dialog option, so just click on the product FAQs. We will just write down here that if assistant recognizes intents in intents, and in intents we are going to search for product FAQs. We will just and we are going to add some interesting features that we will love in this video. So we will go and customize for accessing our PDF documents in discovery. So we have to turn this webhooks on, right? So just turn it on and apply it to the bot. After turning it on, it will give you an error that is webhook URL missing. So specify the URL that we are going to write, right? So just close this tab that is going to. So now we have to inform the chatbot that which webhook URL we are going to use in this. So we have to mention that webhook URL. We'll go to options button that is available here, and here you are going to insert the URL. Here you can see webhook is a mechanism that allows you to call out an external program based on the events in your dialog. So it just helps us to call an external source events. So just go to the resource list again from where we have started, that is IBM Cloud Product Services, and here we are going to we're going to install one more service, that is Cloud Functions. So you need to install that service in your account. So install this service, so make sure that logo is this only, and there are many much services available in IBM cloud. We don't need that, so make sure this is the function service, and just we have to install this service, and I will show you how to install that. So it doesn't require any specific installation for this. You have to just start creating. So just go, it is available in the actions tab, so just go there. So when you are going to in your actions tab, so this is loading. Now we are going to create one action for our project, right? So just click on the create button that is available. So we have to give a action a name. You can give anything for name, so I will just write down here discovery action, right? So this is a little bit, so you can also change it here, that is Node.js or anything like that. So make sure the package is default only, you don't need to change that, and this is the runtime Node.js only. We have implemented the previous in Node.js. So this is our action, so our action has been created. So this is where you have to write one function, right? So this function I will provide you in the GitHub, right? So this is the whole program, and this is available in the at my GitHub profile, so you will get that link in the description below. So this is cloud function.txt. You can see this is that function only. You just need to copy all that thing and paste all that thing here in this that is action bar. Make sure to clear all this tab before the default tab and paste all these things that I have mentioned in the document on my GitHub link. So this is basically guiding the program or a part to create to enter into Watson Discovery, right? So this is basically that program only. Discovery URL, you are going to see username and all that related to discovery URL, that is password, environment ID, collection ID, and all that things. Just clear all the stuff that is previously available on this tab and paste the text that I have mentioned in my GitHub link. So you will and follow me us on GitHub also. So the program is little bit easy. You can easily understand if you are a programmer. Otherwise you don't need to understand it. You have to just implement as I have implemented it. So just invoke this. So you must see all this, that is action invoked, and the results are here. So you must see all the results that I have, that is error. It is giving me an error, right? So we have to make some changes here. So to log on to discovery, we have to add some parameters to it, right? So we will just add one parameter. So give a parameter a name, that is a URL, and we have to create one URL for this, and then parameter value, we have to specify value to this. So this is the basically URL that you are going to insert in the webhooks, right? So we will create we have created this. So just go to the that is, we have to paste some value for this. So go to discovery, as we have to connect the discovery to it. So just copy this URL from the discovery tab. So make sure you make no mistakes in this. So just copy this and paste it in the parameter value. Save this all this program, and then we have to add some number of parameters to it, right? That is API key for discovery and many much more. So the next parameter which we are going to add is that the API key, right? So we will just enter a parameter name, that is I am API key, and then again we will go into the Watson Discovery and add that API key also. So just go to the Watson Discovery. Here the API key is available. You just copy this. Show credentials and then copy it if it's not working like that. Make sure you paste all this URL into the quotation as I have pasted it, right? So if you paste directly, it will give you an error. So we will just add another one environment parameter, that is environment ID. So we will also give environment ID to it. For environment ID, you need to go back to Watson, that is Watson Assistant Service. sorry, not Watson assistant service, but Watson discovery service. So you may see that there are 14 documents that are total present. So there are certain amounts of that is 54% it is positive. You may receive some errors and warning, just ignore them. So zero, make sure that zero documents are failed, and this will show created app and last updated date. Just head down to this manage data, and here you can see the user data that we have created just now. So just click on this. So after clicking on this will certainly take some this is taking some time. So just get down to this, and you will find here the option for environment id. Click on the icon and you will get your environment id. So just copy this environment id and you have to paste it here in quotation marks. So don't forget the quotation marks, these are really important. So if you forget this will give an error, and you may not able to resolve that error. We will also require one collection id for that also. So we will just create one another parameter, that is collection id. As you have guessed, we have to go once again to the data, and then here is our collection id, and we have to just copy this collection id and paste it here in quotation marks. So don't forget this is very important and very silly mistake developers make. So just save this all configurations while you are adding the environment parameters. So we have added the 4 parameters for this. So we will be needing all this. So make sure you have all the 4 parameters in your discovery action tab, and go to endpoints, and in endpoints enable this web action button, right? So for this go to endpoints and enable this, right? So it will use to implement the webhooks. So it is very easy, and then you will get the url for http url. So this will be url for your webhooks. So authentication, make sure it is public, and hit the save button. As you can see now, the web action has been enabled and authentication is public. So you just need to copy this url and paste it into the webhooks in the Watson assistant tab. So just copy this, and then we have to paste this in the Watson assistant webhooks, and make sure that you have all the parameters and all these things are ready, and the code is similar which I have mentioned, and you will get that code in the description below. So just go to the Watson assistant page, and here you will paste that url you just copied. Let it be all of the functions by default. So we have pasted that. So here you don't need to add anything in the quotation mark, and this is the very most important thing, that you have to paste that url like that only, and add .json in the last part. So don't forget this .json, json. Then the red mark will go, and just then just go to the dialog options, and it will not give you an error this time. Go to product FAQs, customize, and then error is gone, right? So you can easily call a webhook by that. So after this, just apply these changes, and we will just try out how this feature works. Before trying it out, our feature, you just need to make some changes, that we have not specified anything to give output to the user, right? So we have to specify that is when the key will be input, that is we will going to pass that value. Add just the just as I am adding this, so don't make any mistake here. So add this all this code that I have writing here in the value button, in brackets question mark input dot text. This we have to add to the value for input. The key should be input, so make sure that all this is fine. You just need to add this value to your key, right? So after adding the value, you just need to, this look fine. So webhook url is configured, right? So This is the message that you will get. So webhook results 1, so let it be as it is, and then just scroll down. Then this is the tab that is assistant response, right? So what we have to respond to the user, so this is where we have to mention that results. Assistant will do all the work for you. You just need to add a you just need to add a response to the result, right? So user will type anything, then we have to respond something, right? Just copy the results, because we are going to show user the results only, right? So just copy as it is, so it will display the results. In the anything else, mention something that if you have not have that capability, then you are going to write try again. We'll just try out our bot how it is performing. So we will just type out a query. That is the first question, that is how do I turn on the heater. So this should work fine, and if you are getting any error, then please perform all the steps once and check that where you went wrong. So this is the result. So this is showing all the code and all that we are getting. So we don't want all this code, so we have to edit this. This is also showing our result, so how to turn on the heater, but this is also showing an extra code. You will not get this type of error because I have uploaded it after resolving this error also. So you just passage count, you just make it 1, count you make it 1, and then passages count also you make 1. So I have uploaded it by creating 1 only. You should not get this error after doing these changes, that is passage count 1 and count also 1. So you should probably not get again that error. So this all looks fine. So just go back to the Watson discovery, that is assistant, and here we are again on our assistant. So and in the product FAQs you have to also make some changes to not display the code, right? So we will just go to respond with tab. We have to specify a passage, right? So we have to only give passage and not anything that is code, right? So just mention dot passages in this. Then just this looks all fine, and we will try out our bot once again. So let's try out our bot, clear all this. So you can add anything in the anything else column. So just I will just close it, and then we will try our bot. So how to create up to this I have shown in the previous video. So we will just type here how do I turn on the heater. So you can ask any question, that that answer is stored in the PDF, right? So you don't need to be specific. So again it is also showing something the code, right? So and it is also showing the passage that we require. So we will just make some changes in our code. So I can directly show you how to do this, because I wanted you to see these types of error, and while you are implementing you may experience them. So you just need not to be stuck anywhere. So that is the reason why I am also showing this error part. We have to just type here, that is webhook results 1 dot passages, and then we have to just replace this with just replace this with the code which I am going to show you, right? So this is a little bit more complicated code, that is this one. We have to get only string, so that's why we are going to use get as method. So make sure this is the code that I'll pause the video and look at the code very carefully and type that only in your assistant. I will also provide this code in the respond with text on GitHub, right? So here is the line that I have mentioned. So let's go back to our bot and see what output does it give now. So make sure you also join our Telegram channel. So we are providing some interesting Udemy premium courses for absolutely free of cost. So make sure you also join the Telegram channel. So we will write here how do I turn on the heater, and then this is displayed correctly, right? If you have furnace or boiler, these are the steps that are mentioned in the PDF document which we have uploaded. That's all for this video, and make sure to subscribe our channel, and deployment video will be available in the next 2 to 3 days. And make sure you follow the complete series, and we will just for example write one, how do I access settings? This also question we will try this. And make sure to watch the complete playlist and implement your bot